Ever wondered why freelance web development projects sometimes seem like a never-ending task? You're not alone. One of the most common challenges faced by freelancers in this field is the notorious scope creep. This beast can rear its head at any time, expanding the project's boundaries, workload, and timeline beyond the initial agreement. It's like trying to hit a moving target while juggling flaming swords. In this video, we will explore how to handle scope creep effectively using a case study. Consider John, a freelance web developer, who took up a project that seemed straightforward at first. He was tasked to create a website, nothing too fancy, but as he dove into the project, the client started to request changes. A tweak here, an add-on there, and soon John found himself in a labyrinth of never-ending tasks. The simple website was morphing into a complex beast. Each change request, no matter how small, caused a ripple effect, affecting other parts of the project. The once clear path was now shrouded in confusion, and the straightforward project became a convoluted mess. John was overwhelmed. The constant modifications made it hard for him to meet deadlines. He felt like he was running on a treadmill, always moving but never reaching the finish line. John's story is a common one among freelancers. So how can we prevent this situation? The key to handling scope creep lies in setting clear boundaries and expectations from the start. Let's break this down. Step 1 is defining your project scope clearly. This means outlining the work you'll be doing in explicit detail, from the number of pages to the specific functionalities. Next, establish boundaries for changes and revisions. It's important to be flexible, but remember, endless edits can turn a profitable project into a time-consuming nightmare. Set a limit on the number of revisions you'll provide and stick to it. Third, maintain consistent communication. Regular updates keep your client in the loop and prevent misunderstandings. Lastly, don't be afraid to say no when necessary. If a client asks for something outside the agreed-upon scope, it's okay to push back. You're a professional, not a pushover. By implementing these strategies, John was able to regain control over his project and his workload. To recap, managing scope creep is crucial in freelance web development. We've learned that scope creep is when a project's requirements expand beyond its original plan. Our case study showed the pitfalls of unchecked growth in project scope. We also discussed strategies to handle it, such as clearly defining project boundaries, consistent communication, and proper documentation. Remember, setting clear expectations and boundaries from the start can save you from a lot of trouble down the line. Here's to successful web development projects.